When someone is a shining star artist, that they have that something, they have that spark, you can see that. You can see that it's just there. And they usually don't need someone to tell them that they would be special, because they are shining to the outside, to those who can see, and also from the inside and to the inside, to their knowledge. So in their awareness, they know, but it's not about the ego, it's about understanding that area, that source that they have inside them. I've always felt that way about my art, in the way that I have never had a single fear about the creative process. I've never had a need to be praised or for someone to accept me. What I've had is needs of being away from abuse. And with this I mean emotional abuse. That means verbal abuse, that means disrespect or sexual harassment, any of those phenomena, how emotional abuse is projected. But when I see a true artist, every time I feel huge joy. I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that I'm able to live and know these people who have that shine and who want to, express it. And then I get that variety in seeing, okay, I have the shine, they have it too, but how does it display in their case? How do they express themselves, and what do they want to do with that expression? Do they want to change the world? Do they want to be quiet? Do they want to show it in appearance, in a painting, in a song? How does it come out? And I think that's really inspiring to listen to their ways and to see new things that are different from me. April Zhang-Autio introduced Lord Proverbs. April is wonderful. She has an excellent eye with people, and she's full of fun and she's full of friendship. I just love her. And in New York, I always work with April. I never, if there are other people in the team, I always take April in. And she introduced Lord Proverbs to me in the way that when I had my first solo in New York, he was in the audience. I could see immediately this guy is going to make it to the top. He's going to be a huge artistic phenomenon. And I don't even want to compare him to some previous artist, because I don't usually like that when people compare. Okay, you remind this guy, you have this Da Vinci style. It's them themselves, and it is individual. And Lord Proverbs' art is his. And it's really interesting. And this Instagram posting feed that he makes gives us a window to his creative life. And I think it's part of the art as well, all of these social media posts. I've wanted to encourage Lord Proverbs for a couple of years already, because I know what it feels like when people might not necessarily understand the huge value that we have as an artist. And with this, I don't have any ego whatsoever when I say it. But for at least 30 years, I've proved in many ways the multiple abilities that I can do with art, which is any scale from portraits to abstract work to street art to song to performance. So I've had a very long journey in that, and I've done over 1,000 originals. So I have been an artist for a long time. And when I speak of my own artistic world in this audio, I don't mean to compare anyway to Lord Proverbs or any other artist. I want to bring it forward how much I see he will be a top contemporary artist of our time. And this means that he just needs to be found. During the years that I've known him and worked with him, I have seen his development going just further and further and further. He does his art design presentations with runway shows, he cooperates, he collaborates. He's very selective that he works with people who protect his value, his emotional and artistic value. And this quality about him, this clarity to see his direction, is a signal for me of that success being possible as well. Lord Proverbs is a top contemporary thinker of our time, and he doesn't need someone to tell that to him, in my vision. But I enjoy very much to support his feeling that he is respected by someone who is a fellow artist but completely from a different culture. I come from Finland, the other side of the Atlantic. I know what it feels like to work an artistic life. I can understand his content and the work very well. And we come from such different cultures that it's great to collaborate, because I look different, I sound different, I have had a different life path. I've lived in the US for a while. I've started my school in England because of my father's work. But I am in my core and in my blood a Finnish woman. I am from Scandinavia. I speak Finnish language as my national language. And so our journeys and whole cultures are just so different that basically with every calculation it would never be possible for us to understand each other, but we understand fully and we respect even more. Being an artist is like a continuous evolvement. You expand, you renew yourself, you create. If someone takes an idea, we don't like it, but we always create a new one. It's like eternal energy that comes from the inside, just expressing and creating. And so that light, it never goes weaker, but we need to be seen. We need cooperators. We need sponsors, supporters, because it is a very hard and lonely journey to do that hard work that is required for this success. I display my own shine and this artistic power by saying that I never carry any of the abusers' names with me. I carry my artistic, creative care for expressing that and the love for art in me, which makes me strong. And also the other things that make me strong is my spouse, the people who love me, and the people who have seen my shine and supported my work, not only for supporting my artistic exhibitions by buying works and being my patrons, but supporting the love that I have for oceans and the love that I have for young. I just adore to work with high school students and to protect their future and to care for their creative freedom. I just love that. And it's a lot of work. So we need people who support us. If you choose to support in New York Lord Proverbs by sponsoring his artwork, you will not regret. You will not regret. I've not regretted a moment when I believed in him, because I just see him evolving, and the work and he works hard. So I'm just happy I know him, and I hope also my New York artistic friends and contacts feel the same about me. We can create new contemporary artist and visual art phenomenons. And this means that we have the same attitude as we have towards someone being a rock star. They need the financial decision maker or manager. They need the team. They need a system so that they will have the energy that is required for the creative process and doing that work. My husband has protected me for 8 years, and he's made my life become so strong that I've been able to be a respected artist. Before that, it was a company called Helsinki Capital Partners, and they had this program with artists. I will put the link over here, but they had this program that they supported the artists that they chose, but they wanted their art to be real and of life force. And there was about 5 or 6 of us that they funded, and my first journeys to New York went with them. Success as contemporary artist means a continuum. It's not just one show, it's not just one artwork that will be a hit one. It is a continuum of your journey as an artist, and kind of researching that path to see what you are about, what those changes are, how you create diversity from within yourself. So it is that journey that is the art we are, and not just one painting we make. I feel extremely proud of my homeland, Finland. I love my homeland. I love the nature. I love the culture, which is really interesting. I love my family. I love my roots. But it's been a hard terrain to work as an artist, because people do not, I guess because of fear or something, they don't accept you as part of the contemporary art scene. So that's a hard journey, to walk that alone. And my ability to speak English as a second home language has made me free. With that language, I was able to go to New York and make my own friends and own contacts there, and to operate completely independent without worrying that, will I get the support from Finland that I need? The language made me free to go where I wanted. So we need to find mechanisms and ways to become free. And if we are not made to be that from people around, we need to do it ourselves. Artistic power and spiritual power is not being dominant or always right or egoistic. It is about belief. You just know, and you do your all to live that life. And that is a true artist. You will recognize people like that when they have this quality about them. And they might be really quiet people, the quiet one in the classroom that never said anything. That might be the one. Or they might be someone who's really loud and always in front of the camera. Or it might be a combination of these. Often old souls, they have many sides in their personality. They have that quiet one who likes to meditate, and the one who steps on the floor and speaks to 1,000 people without fear. There's not a one personality that is a contemporary artist. It doesn't have to look a certain way, sound a certain way. I believe in diversity and skills first, always skills first. So we don't look at what people look like, where they come from, what is their background. If they have the shine, they just have it.